welcome back to my channel. My name is Blair Lamb. If you're new around here, so glad that you're here, and welcome to another weekly vlog. It is Monday morning. I just went to the gym and had a great workout, although I was a bit tired because over the weekend I didn't get that much sleep. There was like a few things going on. Everybody's fine, everyone's healthy, all things are back in order now, but it was kind of a weird weekend, and so I wasn't feeling like I was 100% on my game this morning at the gym. And I still got a really good workout. I'm going to be exhausted by this evening though. So I'm sitting outside of my office now. I'm going to go inside and get some work done from the orders that came in over the weekend and just check everything out and see, you know, what my week is going to look like. We are heading to Denver this coming weekend. My parents are flying in to watch our children, and we're going for just 3 nights. It's just short. We're only going to be there for 2 full days. So we fly in Friday night and like pretty late at night, and then we'll wake up there and be there all day Saturday and all day Sunday, and then we leave midday Monday. So it's a pretty short whirlwind trip, but I'm just really looking forward to getting away with just Riley, and my parents are looking forward to having that special, you know, one-on-one time, you know, quality time with our kids. So all in all, everything is going to be good. All that to say, I'm going to go inside and get some work done for a couple of hours and then go grab my kids this afternoon. And my lashes are sparse. I'm getting them filled in later this week, but I don't feel like I slept that great last night, and I'm tired, but it's a good day. I'm grateful to move my body this morning, and I'm gonna head and get some work done. Good morning, and welcome to another weekly vlog. Hello, good morning. Well, it's actually afternoon now. Let's see, it's 1:15 in the afternoon here on Tuesday. It's been a little bit of a strange morning because Riley is really quite sick, so we will put a pin in that and I will get back to it. I got up, dropped the kids off at school, and then I grabbed a coffee on the drive home. I had a mentorship session with a mentee, and we were on the line for like an hour. And then I've just been doing some other work and whatnot and periodically checking on Riley. He went to bed last night feeling a little dicey, and then was up all night and has really not been doing well today. So I'm really concerned for him. Like it reminds me so much of what I had in December, which took, heaven only knows, I don't know, 2 weeks to 3 weeks to start to feel better, and then another few weeks to feel like my energy was back. It was so rough. It was a really rough sickness, and it's giving similar vibes in my opinion. So we are supposed to fly to Denver this Friday, and today's Tuesday. But if we aren't going to go, then I would want to cancel by like tomorrow night or Thursday morning in order for everything to be like 24 hours ahead of time to get refunds for the hotel ticket, like you know what I mean? So the only thing we can do is like wait and see. And if he swings back and he feels great tomorrow, then we'll still go. And if he wakes up tomorrow still feeling not great, I'm just gonna go ahead and cancel it. It'll be sad for it to be canceled, but it's okay. You know, I would have been miserable had I tried to travel when I felt the way I felt in December, so I would never ask him to do that. A couple of things I want to talk about are these two. Speaking of illness, I had started the year and said like I'm gonna really focus on my health, and I feel like I have done a really good job with that. And I feel so much better when I wake up. I have energy. I'm getting good night's sleeps almost every night. I've been focusing on my nutrition. I've just been more focused, not like 80-20, you know, the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time I'm focused, 20% of the time, whatever. So I started taking these seed probiotics, and the biggest thing that I have noticed with these is energy, which I'm confused about, but I'm sure someone on here knows what the link is. I know there's such a big link between your brain and your gut health. I was not expecting energy. When I take these in the morning, like I take them every morning, and you are meant to take them on an empty stomach. So it's the very first thing I do. I wake up and I grab a sip of water and take these. I feel like overcome with energy. It's really like sustained energy. And that has been, and I have been taking these for longer than the multivitamin, and the energy came way back when. So I feel like it's these, but that's so confusing to me. I didn't know pro and prebiotics could give you a ton of energy, but I like don't miss taking them because it makes me feel so alert. It's really nice. Overall, I feel way less bloated, significantly less bloated. Even like I had my period last week or a couple weeks ago, and I felt like even throughout that whole thing, like, yeah, I was a little bloated, but I just am really loving these. I'm like really loving these seed ones. They come in this cool glass jar, and then they come with like a little glass jar for travel. So I put these on a subscription, and I am definitely going to continue to take these. So if you're looking for a good probiotic, at least for me, these have been fantastic. And you don't have to refrigerate them, which is nice because you can keep them wherever you would remember to take them first thing in the morning. I accidentally took one the other night. I was taking my nighttime stuff. Like I take magnesium at night, and I grabbed one of them by accident, and I got in bed and I was like reading my book for 4 hours because I was so awake. So I know it's just very confusing to me, but maybe someone can shed light. These are the Ritual multivitamins. They look like this. That my favorite thing, vitamins are so disgusting to me. My sister has made fun of me for the longest time about my deep-rooted aversion to vitamins and supplements. When I was pregnant, I would just gag every night when I was taking, or every morning or whatever, when I was taking my supplements and stuff for my pregnancies. I would just struggle, and Allie would be like, here we go, like here comes, like, because she would just pop them in and move on with her life, and I would stand there, and I had this whole routine and this like whole ritual in order to get them down. Funny enough, these are called Ritual, but these are really cool. They look like this, but that's not what's really cool about them. It's focusing on my nails and my hands. Okay, let's do this in a different way. I'm doing this really poorly. Whatever. They're really cool looking. They're like little capsules, and they have the nutrients are in there, and then there's like some fatty omega-3s or something. But they coat them in, this smells like a pack of gum, like in a spearmint, peppermint scent they like put on them. So when you take them, they don't taste like nasty vitamins. It leaves a very fresh, like it's like you just chewed a piece of gum or something in your mouth. And they do the same thing with their prenatals, but their prenatals have a lemon coating. They might now be mint. I don't know. This was a couple years ago. And I loved that because it wouldn't make me gag. And all the other ones that I took when I was pregnant would make me hardcore, like prenatal vitamins are foul, and they would make me gag so bad. So anyway, I don't know, these are great. I haven't noticed as much of like a huge difference with these, but I've been taking these for less time because they were super delayed. It took like a month for them to get here. I guess they had like a big sale, and like they were really delayed, but the seed vitamins got here right away. So I've been taking these since like late December. But anyway, I'm feeling really good. I don't know how much I can attribute to a multivitamin, and multivitamins, you know, some people say they're great, some people say they're not really worthwhile, but I am not stopping this one. This one I really like. I think they gave me some kind of referral, not like an affiliate link, but just like you get $20 off your first order and I get a credit or something like that. So I'll link it below if you want to give it a shot. But if you have been struggling with like bloating or going to the bathroom regularly or anything like that, I started taking them for immune system support because I know that like having good pro and prebiotics are so good for your immune system, but like they have helped me with so many other things too. So I'm like really digging them. And let me show you, when you first order, it comes with this little tiny glass vial that's for travel, so you can put them in there for travel. I was so excited to use it this weekend for Denver, which we might still be going. We will see. I already told Riley, I'm like, we can go to Denver anytime. of the year. It would have been, you know, it will be cool if we're able to go and see Rebecca Yarros speak, but it's okay. Like, it's fine. There will be more books, there will be more tours. Like, it's fine. I just don't want him to feel like this and have to go. Book update, I finished Daisy Jones and the Six. I think I already told you that in the last vlog. So good, 5 stars, loved it. Now I've watched the show, I listened to the album. It's like my whole new personality. I also read The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. That book gave me very similar vibes to The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna, which both are just, she's just a great storyteller. They're both historic fiction, really well done. But I feel like she piles on sometimes on her characters so much hardship and heaviness, and there's no levity, that it makes the plot and the book feel suffocating, because there's no time for the reader or the characters to like come up for air. Now, the last 10% of The Great Alone was like beautiful and gorgeous and just like tearjerker, like just moving. But it's not that I don't like reading a heavier story. It's that when it's a heavy story that just keeps getting heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier, and there's no like breath, it just feels a little like, it starts to get like, I started feeling anxious reading the book. I started feeling like heavy and anxious, and that's not why I read. And even with a redemptive ending, I still have that same feeling. So I don't know. I didn't feel that way with The Women. I didn't feel that way, which is a Kristen Hanna book. I didn't feel that way with The Nightingale, which is a Kristen Hanna book. But I felt the past two that I've read, The Great Alone and The Four Winds, I felt that both times. So I don't know. Maybe I'm too much of like an anxious person for books or something. I don't know. We'll see. Every time I say this, someone's like, well, read this other one by her. And then I don't know. Anyway. Happy Tuesday. We decided to stop by the boba shop on the way home from school today, and they have craft supplies for people or kids and Jenga blocks. I love it. And I got the kids chocolate milk and I got the brown sugar boba, so that's all coming, but it's such a stinking cute little place. So I got the brown sugar boba again. So yummy. The kids got chocolate milks, but they're still working on them. Nora's doing crafts. Thanks, Nora. Colin, what kind of drink do you have?
Milk.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Nora, what do you think?
Good.
Oh, you did it? Is it my turn? Oh, I did it. Okay, your turn.
Can you put that up?
Good job.
Let's
See, here's a good one for me. Good job. Try a different one.
I love this place.
You do.
I love it.
Yay!
Wow, this one.
Oh, I'm gonna take this bottom one. Now it's really wobbly. Uh-oh. Can you do it? Good job, buddy. Hello, it's nearly 10 o'clock at night, and I just washed my face and brushed my teeth. The teeth part's not obvious, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready for bed. It's not been the best day in our household. Riley, poor guy, he is so ill. He is so sick. He has such a similar thing to what I had last December, like a month ago. He's got this norovirus situation going on, and it's progressively getting worse as time goes on, and not like getting better like you would expect, you know, a more traditional like a stomach bug kind of vibe to be. It's not. It's just like he's just feeling worse as the time goes on. So I went and checked into the policies for the different things that I had reserved for this weekend in Denver. So we had rented a rental car through Turo, which is like my new go-to. But we had that. We had a hotel room reserved, of course. We had made a couple of different reservations, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else. And then the event, the author event on Sunday, which was like the original, reason why we decided to go ahead and make this trip. And then of course the airline tickets. So anyway, so I looked through all of the cancellation policies because we are still Tuesday, we're supposed to get there Friday. So we're still like 3 days out or whatever. And many of the cancellation policies were a full refund if canceled by midnight tonight. And so for those ones, I just went ahead and canceled, because the only thing worse than canceling a trip at the last minute is canceling a trip at the last minute that you've paid for. And so at this point, we're not out. I had actually already paid for the hotel and paid for the Turo, and I'm getting a refund for both of those things. So that's really good. I am just holding out, and I canceled any like dinner reservations we had. We had like a spa reservation. I canceled all of that. And then I'm just holding on to our airline tickets, because I feel like that's the one thing that would be really hard to replace this late in the game. Just in case, I don't know, I should just go ahead and cancel them. I know we're not gonna, 95% chance we're not gonna be able to go. He's so sick. He's so sick. Poor thing. And anyway, so I'm just holding on to them. I'll probably just cancel them tomorrow morning. But of course I'm disappointed. He is too. We were looking forward to going, but this is just life, things happen, and it is what it is, and that's okay. So we'll find another time, to go away this year together for sure. Our 10-year wedding anniversary is this summer. So I've actually been thinking this evening about, okay, like what could we do since we're not doing this trip? We don't have anything else major planned. We are doing Alaska in June with our family, which is really going to be so cool. But maybe in the fall, just he and I could do something to celebrate our 10-year wedding anniversary, because that is wild to me that we're hitting 10 years this year. So you don't need to feel sorry for me or like whatever. I'm not like sitting around feeling sorry for myself. This is like just the nature of life, especially traveling in the winter time when it is cold and flu season. And who knows, maybe we would have come home super ill, which happens a lot of times when we travel. So maybe we're dodging a bullet. I don't know. I'm just trying to like look on the bright side, because you just can't control. Sometimes people get sick, and that's that. So I have been on my own with the kids all afternoon and evening. So I picked them up from school. We went to that boba shop. It's like my new favorite hangout spot in town. It is so cute and charming. And while we were in there, there were like all these different people coming in. Like 2 college students came in and they were studying, and then 2 guys came in and they were playing a board game. It looked like kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons vibes, like board game. And then a grandmother and what I presume to be her daughter, and then that daughter's son came in. So it was like 3 generations. They came in to the little boba shop, and then behind the table that we were sitting at was 2 girlfriends catching up and chatting, and like it was just really cute. It's like I just felt like I was on like a movie set or something, because it was so charming. And so we ended up spending like quite a bit of time there. I went there after I picked the kids up just to kill some time and let Riley have some more peaceful time here at home to sleep and rest. And he's like, he can't keep his eyes open. He's so worn out. So that's what we did, and it was actually really fun. And Colin is really turning a corner with being able to be out in public like that and just really doing well, and like not being really difficult, to be honest. Like he just was not an easy like 2-year-old. Like he just was not. He wanted to be like running wild and free at all times, and any activity that required more like, sit quietly and we're gonna like read books, like it just didn't work for him. Well, as he's grown up, and we've practiced that, or however you want to say it. Like, we've just continued to have that be a part of his life little by little. He's gotten better and better. We ended up sitting and playing Jenga for an hour today, and Nora did crafts, and it was just like really sweet. So I'm definitely going to do that again soon. It was really enjoyable and fun. And then when we got home, Riley he had pulled himself out of bed and taken a shower, and he had eaten like some saltines and had some electrolyte water, and then he got back in bed and he's been sleeping ever since. So I did the nighttime routine on my own, which is, that's fine. But because of that, like, everything took longer because we always do it together. So normally it's like, 8 or 8:30, and now it's like 9:45. So I'm gonna just like shut down the kitchen really quickly. Oh, and I need to put sheets on our bed. I forgot about that. I hate when that happens, when it's like just about bedtime and you remember you washed the sheets. I washed the sheets this afternoon in our bed. Riley had moved over to the guest bedroom to sleep. I don't actually know why. Maybe it's darker in there during the day. And so I stripped off the sheets on our bed just to like keep them clean, because this virus is no bueno. So stripped those, washed them, all that. So that's kind of what the day has been like. It has been just one of those days. I keep hitting this with my shoulder, but yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. Good morning, it's Thursday. I didn't record anything yesterday on Wednesday. It was kind of a whirlwind of a day. Riley was still super, super sick, and I was running around Riley and I usually split kid pickups and drop-offs and all of those kinds of things. And so I was just doing all of it. So I just couldn't film. There's not much to film. I also was just kind of like sad about canceling our trip, and let myself feel sad for a day, and now I'm like back to just like, okay, it's gonna be okay. I'm drinking coffee right now, and I have been doing this for my coffee in the morning some mornings. This is like a new flavor of the Premier Protein. It is called white chocolate raspberry. The whole thing has 30 grams of protein, which is quite a lot, but I like to pull a double shot of espresso and then mix it with about half, and that's what I'm drinking this morning. So 15 grams of protein, and only in half of this, only 1.5 grams of sugar is pretty good. It's a better way to start the day than a super sugary coffee, although, as I always say, I do like those too. No shame to that. This is just what I've been drinking lately. It's really good. It tastes like a white chocolate raspberry latte, which is like one of my very favorites of the year. I haven't gotten that Chobani creamer yet this year, which is my usual complete favorite. I need to grab that in this coming week's grocery order. Our house is in shambles, to say the least. I will show you like what our living room looks like. With Riley having been so sick, and I've been, taking care of all the different pieces of the puzzle, I've just been like, whatever. If the kids are happy and playing together, I genuinely have just not cared. So now today is like sort of like a pick-me-up, literally a pick-me-up kind of day. So I'll show you probably against my better judgment, our family room area. It is like the kids took all of the couch cushions off and just made a big mess. But I'm gonna clean that up and tidy up a couple more, other rooms in our house that really need it before I head into work this morning. I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of orders to package. Oof, I need to finish this coffee. Lots of orders to package, and then I have a nail appointment this afternoon, and I'm getting my lashes filled in this afternoon. Both of those things were in preparation for leaving for our trip. Riley's doing a lot better than he was, but he is still not really able to eat much, is still super exhausted. Just doesn't feel great, like it's just gonna be, I think, a few more days. Luckily the kids haven't gotten any kind of sickness, and I feel completely fine. So glory, hallelujah for that, because if we had both been taken out, I can't even imagine. It'd be so rough. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up the house. Let me show you what the disaster looks like right now. So here's our living room, main family room, just like main living part of our house. So that tall box over there is, I got a new stick vacuum. Our Dyson that I've had for quite a while now, like 5-6 years or something, finally broke and doesn't work anymore. So I got a new one. This one's Abyssal. But the kids have been like using like the inserts, like this thing from the vacuum box, and like playing with it. And they've got like their cups in there, and they've taken all the couch cushions off. And yeah, it's not really dirty, it's just really messy. So I'm gonna pick this all up and then clean up over there in the dining room area. There's some trash and stuff, and I'm gonna plug in that, I've been pre-charging the battery for that vacuum. I wanna try it out. It has like a light on it and stuff. I think it's gonna be really good. It has great reviews. So this is what I'm gonna do first, is clean up this room. So much better. It's not perfect. There's still a couple toys lying around, but it is so much better. At least you could, like, you know, sit on the couch. Got my lashes done. I got my nails done. All these things were supposed to be done before we left for our trip, but it's still fun to have them done, even if we're not going. I'm in the school pickup line now. But I love the way these turned out. And I'm back in my wedding set. That's just so good. So exciting. Hello, it is Friday afternoon now, and I worked out this morning very early, like 8 a.m., which some mornings, you know, Friday mornings at 8 a.m. it was rough, but I did it, so I guess that's all that counts. So went to the gym, then I went over to my office, packed a bunch of orders, and then I came home and ate lunch, and I just took a nice hot shower and did my hair and blow dried it, and just like got myself feeling more pulled together for the weekend. Riley is picking up the kids from school and heading home now. I have a piece of hair on my face. Ugh, like biggest pet peeve of my life. He's not gonna work a full day today because he got to go to work today, which was pretty good, but he's exhausted. You know, he just doesn't feel great after battling this illness all week long. So I'm glad that he's starting to feel a little bit more on the mend. I swear, y'all, this will be the reason why I end my YouTube channel. Like, I can't stand it. Oh my gosh. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I think we're good. It is like a sensory nightmare when I feel like there's hair across my face and I can't get it out. I truly can't handle it, as you know if you've been watching this channel. So for this weekend, we're just gonna hang out. I think it should be really nice, actually. I think we'll just enjoy spending time. Do you remember yesterday when I cleaned all of this up and now it looks the exact same as it did yesterday before I cleaned it all up? both of the kids got in trouble for that because I told them after I put it back together yesterday, like, you have access to so many toys and so many things, and you can go do so many different things in this house. Please do not rip apart the living room. Because they're not able, they push the couch against the wall, but they're not strong enough to put it all back. So then Riley and I are putting it all back. And I'm like, this is not actually an option for play. It's not an option. There's so many other options. And yet they continue to do it. So I do think that they're feeling stir crazy. However, the weather has taken a turn for the better, and it's like 60 degrees today, and we were outside. So I'm like, if you want to run wild and free, you can run wild and free outside. This is our home that we live in, and you can't tear apart our living room every time you want to have fun. My mom used to let us take all the couch cushions off. This is when we were older though, so we would put them back, but we would put them all down at the bottom of the stairs. We called it a pillow pile. And then we would stand on the top floor of the stairs, which it was like a tall, steep staircase, and it was hardwood. And we would jump from the top step into the pillow pile. And that she would always let us do that when she was making dinner. And now I realize it's because she had nothing left to give. By that time of day, she was probably like, if the three of you are gonna play together and not fight, I genuinely don't care what you do if you take every pillow. But we did have to put it all back. And if my kids put it all back, I would not care. These couches they've been around for 10 years. I'm not precious about them, but it's the fact that there's no putting anything back together that makes me like, that I should like get them like a nugget or something, which is basically this same kind of vibe, but we don't have room for it. And honestly, they still would probably prefer to use the real furniture because that's how kids are. So if we had a playroom, I would get a nugget. We don't have a playroom. Anyway, enough about that. So it is nice this weekend, so I'm happy about that we can enjoy some time outside, maybe go for a golf cart ride. We haven't been on one in weeks. Months maybe, because it's just been so bitter cold. Riley tried to take the kids on a golf cart ride looking at Christmas lights over Christmas on a warmer evening, and they all came back after like 5 or 6 minutes, and they were like beet red and windblown, and Riley was like, it's a no, it's way too cold. They do have like covers, but we don't have one of those. They're not home yet, so quickly before they get home, I did some shopping for Valentine's Day stuff for the kids for their classes, so let me grab those for you and show you what I picked up. It's really cute. They both have to bring a little mailbox for their Valentines from their class. So this was 98 cents from Walmart. I was looking at some on Amazon that were $15, and this is 98 cents. It might be a little smaller than maybe they need it to be, but their classes aren't that big. I'm sure it will be fine. It's very, very sweet. And so I got Colin a blue one and Nora the pink one. The pink one didn't come in yet. But then I am going to cut out with the Cricut. I'm gonna cut out Colin and Nora, their names, and then put them on the sides probably, or on the front. And then I got them each a pack, again, for 98 cents of the foam stickers. And I thought they both, after I put their name on, they could decorate. I thought that sounded cute and fun. This is pretty small. The picture was a little deceptive, and I was like, I can't believe this is only 98 cents. The other ones were $15, but now I'm like kind of understanding why this was 98 cents, because it is 4 American Girl dolls. I'm still probably gonna use these though. It's fine, right? It's fine. If there's overflow, they can like put it in their backpack. I feel like this is fine. Okay. I considered taking the kids to Walmart and allowing them to choose their Valentines for their class, but I honestly think they're both a little too young for that. Colin, I can't, he just wouldn't care. He's super into Spider-Man, so he'll be thrilled with these. So these are really, really cute. They come with like the little classroom Valentines, and then like a little teacher card and stickers. And there's 32 of them. And then Nora, she's the kind of kid that's like excited about anything, but she also has a hard time with decisions. And I have found that honestly, she does better if she doesn't have to make decisions all the time. So taking her to Walmart and seeing a sea of Valentine's options, I think would be very stressful to her. Like we would be there for quite a few hours. And so instead I just picked something I know that she'll love. So I got her these little Squishmallows Valentines, and they come with little pins, which are really cute. And then I didn't want them to just give them just like paper Valentines. So I also ordered a couple boxes of these Black Forest Valentine's Day heart gummies. Honestly, you could just send your kid with these and just write the names of the kids on these. So I got one for each class of kids. I thought these were really cute. So I'm gonna put these all away. We always put things like this in our guest room closet because the kids never go in there. And I will pull them all out and we'll do them all together one evening after dinner or one Saturday morning or something, but maybe like next weekend. We're not gonna do it this weekend because that's, if you know, you know. You can't tell kids about something 2 weeks in advance. That's too many weeks. It's just not gonna work. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this vlog here. It's been kind of a weird week, I think, but I hope that you have enjoyed it. By the time this video goes out, our February shirt of the month over at Blair Lamb Design will be live, and this month's, I will put up a picture of it right here. This month's is available in adult sizes and youth sizes, so it is very cute if I do say so myself. I think it's a little bit Valentine's-y, but you could wear it anytime, and I really think it's beautiful. So I put it up on the shop on February 1st at 7 a.m. So by the time this video goes up, it is live. You can get it, and the adult shirts are $20 shipped, including shipping within the US, and the youth are $15, including shipping within the US. So those are some pretty good prices. Oh, they're home. You see Nora? Can you see her? So anyway, I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you soon. Bye.